The episode opens in the sterile, high-tension environment of a police station. We see Jimmy McGill and Mike Ehrmantraut sitting side by side, appearing like an unlikely duo of seasoned criminals, though Jimmy is technically the lawyer. They are facing Detective Abbasi and Detective Sanders regarding a lost notebook from the previous episode. Jimmy, using his classic silver-tongued charm, claims he simply found the detective's notebook in the parking lot. It's a bold-faced lie, and everyone in the room knows it. Abbasi is furious, sensing he's been played, but without proof, his hands are tied. Outside the station, Mike is characteristically cold. He tells Jimmy that their professional relationship is over. Mike has managed to navigate his legal troubles for now, and he no longer needs a lawyer like Jimmy. But Jimmy is riding high. He takes Kim Wexler to a massive, empty office space in a high-rise. He's dreaming big, showing her a corner office he wants to save just for her. He's trying to build a future where they are partners, away from the shadow of HHM. Kim is impressed, but she's loyal to her firm, even though we see the cracks in that loyalty starting to form. The scene shifts to Chuck's house. Jimmy finds his brother standing on the front porch, a major step for a man who believes he's allergic to electricity. Chuck is trying to build up a tolerance to the electromagnetic fields of the outside world. Jimmy, ever the strategist, starts leaving legal files at Chuck's house under the guise of lack of storage. He knows Chuck's brilliant legal mind won't be able to resist looking at them. It's a heartwarming but manipulative way to get his brother back into the world of law. The plot thickens with the return of the Kettlemans, the embezzlers who are as entitled as they are delusional. Kim offers them a plea deal, return the $1.6 million, and Craig serves 16 months. Betsy Kettleman, the true mastermind, refuses. She insists there is no money and fires Kim on the spot. This move backfires for Kim. Howard Hamlin demotes her to the cornfield, the document review basement, as punishment for losing the account. Jimmy feels a crushing sense of guilt. He knows Kim is suffering because of his involvement with the Kettlemans. The Kettlemans show up at Jimmy's nail salon office. Betsy calls him the kind of lawyer guilty people hire. They want him to represent them and get Craig off with no jail time and no money returned. When Jimmy tries to push them toward Kim's deal, Betsy drops a bombshell. She reminds Jimmy that the retainer they gave him, the bribe from earlier in the season, makes him an accomplice. If they go down, they're taking Jimmy with them. Jimmy is backed into a corner, trapped by his own greed. Jimmy realizes there is only one way out. He has to remove the Kettlemans' leverage by taking their money. He calls the only man capable of a silent heist, Mike Ehrmantraut. Mike tracks the Kettlemans. He uses a fluorescent spray on a stack of cash and waits for them to hide it. Under the cover of night, Mike breaks into their home. Using a black light, he follows the glowing trail to a hidden compartment in the bathroom. He retrieves the entire $1.6 million. The next morning, Jimmy visits the Kettlemans. They are panicked to find their nest egg gone. Jimmy reveals the truth. The money is already on its way to the district attorney. Betsy tries to threaten him one last time, but Jimmy flips the script. He explains that if she tells on him, she goes to jail too, leaving their children with no parents. For the first time, Betsy is silenced. Jimmy forces them to go back to Kim, accept the plea deal, and save Kim's career at the cost of his own financial windfall. The episode ends with Jimmy standing in that high-rise office he can no longer afford. He's done the right thing, but it has cost him his dream. He lets out a silent scream of frustration against the glass, a man who tried to be good and found that being good often leaves you with nothing.